With iOS 18 and iPadOS 18 being released this week, we're going to look together today at some of the most powerful features that you can start using straight away. Features that will support your students and improve your workflow. To celebrate this new release, I've also created some iPadOS 18 inspired wallpapers that you can download for free in the description below. With features like Smart Script and Math Notes for developing and refining your written notes, new customization options, and Apple Intelligence coming later this year, iPadOS 18 is one of the most radical updates, and I'm so excited to start using these highly anticipated features. So let's get straight to it. In iPadOS 18, the Notes app has a new feature called Smart Script, which straightens out and neatens up your handwriting. This is a game changer. If you are a fan of handwritten notes over typing text, then this one is for you. So let's see how that works in real time. So you can see I've started my sentence here, and I'm going to continue with my not so good handwriting. And when I stop, you will see that it's automatically straightened out and made a lot neater. What you can also do when you're finished is highlight a section of text like this, and then choose the option Straighten to neaten it out and make it level. Learning maths just got a lot more engaging and interactive with the two new maths features on iPadOS 18. The first is Maths Notes, which is a feature that has been added to the Notes app. First of all, here in the top right corner, you can choose lines and grids. So if you're working on some maths notes, then you can create a grid as your background. You can see how Maths Notes works here from the examples that I've included, and it's a really cool feature that works really well. So for example, if we write down a multiplication calculation here, as soon as we write the equal sign, it will prompt us to solve that calculation. We can tap that and it will give us the answer, and you can see how many different formats that works in here on the page. That includes things like square numbers or multiplication questions. As soon as you draw that line, it will solve it for you. This allows you to model questions effectively with your students and develop their math skills. Also in the new update is the long-awaited calculator app for iPad, which, as you can see here, it looks really beautiful and works just how you would expect. You can also choose between basic and scientific calculators. You can see the difference between those there. And you can go straight into the Maths Notes feature that we were discussing earlier and start writing down some calculations here in your notes. As you can see here on my home screen, iPadOS 18 also comes with some new customization features for your home screen, so you can customize the way everything looks and have it just how you like. You can firstly move the app icons to anywhere on the screen, and you can also customize the home screen here and choose between light, dark and tinted modes. So light is how you would be used to it before. Dark mode changes all those icons to a darker version, and tinted gives the same color to all the app icons from a range that you can choose down here at the bottom. You can also choose between small icons that have text and large that do not as well. As teachers, obviously security is a top priority, especially when we're dealing with sensitive information about our students. And now we can lock apps on the home screen by requiring Face ID or a passcode to access those apps. The Control Center is a powerful tool that allows you to quickly access different functions and features of your iPad, and you can now customize it to include different controls like timers and cameras and accessibility features that will really enhance classroom management and efficiency. So you can see my current Control Center setup here, and if I press and hold on the screen, you'll see the ability to add different controls and customize what's here already, including the size of the different widgets in this space. If we add controls, you can see all the different options that we can choose from now, And if I scroll right down to the bottom here, you'll see there are lots of accessibility features that could really support your students in various ways, whether that's accommodation for vision or motor or hearing. There are lots of features here that can support students. That might be colour filters for improving visibility, eye tracking, background sounds for focus, or for example the guided access feature, which locks down the screen to just one specific app so that they can focus on the task in hand. You can also customize the different control center pages down the side here. So at the moment I have one for music, one for like connections and Wi-Fi, and there is a blank one here. So you can create different kind of themed pages in your control center and customize it just for you. In Safari, there are a few updates to the reader function as well, and you can see in the reader section here at the top in the address bar, we can firstly hide distracting items. So we can select this item to hide, for example, and it removes it from the page. We can also translate the website into languages that you have set up already, so Chinese, for example. And if I go back to the original there, we can also change the size of the text really quickly and easily as well, which are great features and that will really impact your students in the classroom. So next up is SharePlay, which is a feature that you can find on FaceTime. Now I've set up a call here between my iPad and my wife's iPad, and I'm going to share my screen now. So firstly, you can see the screen of my iPad here at the top right corner. Okay, I can tap on that and make it bigger, and I can see everything that happens on that screen. I can also annotate the screen by circling, drawing arrows, and you'll see that those annotations appear on the screen and then fade away. So that's a really cool feature to start with, but there is something extra now in iPadOS 18, which is here in the top right, and this is the remote control function. So if I accept that, then on this iPad that I'm using now, I can control the other one. So you can see I can just now flick through, I can open apps, and I can completely control the screen. So this is a really powerful feature that you can use if you're teaching remotely, teaching online, and you can control the student's device through the remote control feature to go through some more complex tasks, while also drawing and annotating on their screen to guide them along the way. Okay, next up is Freeform, which is a collaborative whiteboard app that's been about for a little while now. But in iPadOS 18, there are some new features for us to explore as well. So you can see that I've made something here on the screen, just a basic translation of something we've been doing in science class. In iPadOS 18, there's a new feature down here at the bottom called scenes, and you can add scenes and flick between them to zoom in and out of different areas of your project here on Freeform. So I might add this as a scene, my first scene, but I might want to later zoom into a specific area. So let's say I wanted to show this in a bit more detail, then I can add that scene. And now we can flick between the full screen version and just zooming in into that particular one. And of course you could do that for many different areas of your Freeform project, just as a really powerful way to present information in an interactive and dynamic way. And finally, in the calendar app, there is now a new feature to add reminders to your schedule. Up here, when you add a new event, there's also a tab for adding a reminder as well. So you can easily add in tasks to keep you up to date and organized alongside the events in your calendar. Later this year, we'll be able to harness the power of Apple Intelligence to streamline tasks. We'll be able to use new writing tools to write reports, summarize longer texts or communicate more effectively with parents and students, or create custom images or Genmojis to add a personal touch to your communication. Siri's improved language understanding and context awareness will be able to help you set reminders, schedule meetings, or find information more effectively, freeing up more time for teaching. iPadOS 18 is packed full of features that can enhance your teaching experience. From improved note-taking to enhanced collaboration tools, these features can help you create engaging and effective lessons. You can download iPadOS 18 from September 16th, and it's supported on all of these devices. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to download the free iPad wallpapers down in the description below. See you next time.